Antoine Semenyo has clear path to dream Liverpool jersey number after transfer. Liverpool has been linked with a move for Bournemouth forward Antoine Semenyo in recent weeks, with the transfer rumors continuing to gather pace ahead of the January window. Antoine Semenyo continues to be linked with Liverpool. Liverpool continues to be linked with Bournemouth star player Antoine Semenyo as the January transfer window approaches. The Reds' interest in the Ghana international has been a topic of discussion for several weeks now, and the rumors are intensifying as we approach the new year. Arne Slot's players are currently experiencing a challenging period, having suffered 6 losses in their last 7 Premier League games. This poor run of form has seen Liverpool slip to 12th place in the league table, fueling speculation that the club may delve into the market for fresh talent. Various reports suggest that Liverpool is keen on securing Semenyo's services in January. The forward reportedly has a release clause of around $65 million, $85 million in his contract with Bournemouth, and Manchester United is also said to be interested. Antoine Semenyo continues to be linked with Liverpool. Liverpool continues to be linked with Bournemouth star player Antoine Semenyo as the January transfer window approaches. The Reds' interest in the Ghana international has been a topic of discussion for several weeks now, and the rumors are intensifying as we approach the new year. Arne Slot's players are currently experiencing a challenging period, having suffered 6 losses in their last 7 Premier League games. This poor run of form has seen Liverpool slip to 12th place in the league table, fueling speculation that the club may delve into the market for fresh talent. Various reports suggest that Liverpool is keen on securing Semenyo's services in January. The forward reportedly has a release clause of around $65 million, $85 million in his contract with Bournemouth, and Manchester United is also said to be interested. Should Liverpool manage to sign Semenyo, there would be a range of suitable squad numbers available for the versatile forward. Semenyo currently sports the number 24 shirt at Bournemouth, which coincidentally is also up for grabs at Liverpool ahead of the January window. Semenyo is enjoying an excellent season at Bournemouth. Liverpool also has several other numbers available for Semenyo should they decide to bring the 25-year-old on board. The Reds' numbered 19 shirt is vacant, having been left by Harvey Elliott in the summer when he moved to Aston Villa on loan with an obligation to buy. Semenyo donned the numbers 11 and 18 whilst representing Bristol City earlier in his career. Nevertheless, both squad numbers are presently occupied by Mohamed Salah and Cody Gakpo, respectively. The Reds also have number 21, number 23, number 24, number 27, and number 29 all vacant for Semenyo this January, though it remains uncertain whether the speculation is credible and if that will result in a transfer in the new year. "We are in November, Antoine is our player, he will continue to be our player," Cherry's manager Andoni Iraola commented last week. "In January you can ask me about the market, but right now I'm not worried about the next market. I am not worried about the situation. In January, we will talk about whatever happened, the players we need." Cody Gakpo's message to struggling new Liverpool signings after $580 spend. Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak have both made slow starts to their Liverpool career, but Cody Gakpo has insisted they need time and blamed the disastrous Premier League run. Cody Gakpo has admitted that Liverpool's poor run of form hasn't helped the new signings. Liverpool winger Cody Gakpo has defended the club's high-profile signings and claimed that they wouldn't be under scrutiny if the team were winning. Over $580 million was spent by Liverpool this summer as Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, and Giovanni Leoni joined Arne Slot's roster. However, Wirtz, Isak, and Kerkez have struggled, with only Ekitike hitting the ground running. Mass spending has weighed on Liverpool during a difficult period, as the club has lost 8 of its last 11 games and shows no signs of improvement. After Liverpool won the Premier League last season, some of the blame has been placed on the newcomers, but Gakpo has rushed to their defense. Liverpool made a flawless but unconvincing start to this season, winning the opening 7 games by the narrowest of margins. The goals have since dried up, and Wirtz has yet to produce an attacking return after arriving for $150 million. Isak, who arrived for $176 million, has just 1 assist in 5 Premier League games. Gakpo believes that all new signings need time to adapt and has called on the veteran players to make the transition easier. "Every time a new player comes in, it's a little bit of adaptation for those surrounding the player," Gakpo said on Tuesday. "It's a process and it's going well, but it doesn't help that we aren't winning games." Florian Wirtz has yet to produce an attacking return in the Premier League, but has created 16 chances. We are improving, but because we aren't winning, it can become a topic. Wirtz has shown signs of brilliance, recording 2 assists in 4 Champions League games. The German international has also performed well for his nation, and head coach Julian Nagelsmann has criticized Slot for not utilizing him effectively. Liverpool could also help him out by scoring some of the chances he creates, Nagelsmann said during the recent international break. They somehow don't like to shoot the ball in. However, Nagelsmann also echoed Gakpo's thoughts on the broader context, saying, "To be honest, the overall situation doesn't make it easy for Flo either. Wirtz continues to shine for Germany on international duty. The whole club isn't as stable this year as it was last year. It's much harder to slip into the team now. If you look at the game against Manchester City, they were actually the worst team over the 90 minutes, so it's also difficult for Flo to make a big impact. Ultimately, the overall situation is such that he just needs a little more time, which is normal. You see that with other players who move to the Premier League too. Liverpool has lost 8 of its last 11 games. Wirtz has created 16 chances in the Premier League this season, and Nagelsmann expects things to click in the near future. We all know what he's capable of, and it's perfectly normal for a player of his age to go through a bit of a dip in form," said Nagelsmann. "We can't expect him to perform at the same level for 3 years straight. Instead, we all need to support him a little bit so that he can clear his head here, and then maybe Liverpool could also help him out by scoring some of the chances he creates." That would be one idea because he does not create few chances, it's just that they somehow don't like to shoot the ball in. That's also part of the truth. Everton referee verdict after Idrissa Gueye red card incident, way too trigger happy. It was a memorable night at Old Trafford for all sorts of reasons, as Everton recorded their first away win over Man United in 12 years. Idrissa Gueye and Michael Keane clashed in the first half of Everton's Premier League clash versus Man United. Everton's 1-0 win against Man United at Old Trafford on Monday evening will live long in the memory, from Idrissa Gueye's remarkable red card incident to Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall's stunning winner, and Everton fans in the Echo comments section have been picking apart a famous night that saw them move ahead of Liverpool in the Premier League table. David Moyes lost Seamus Coleman to injury early on in his first start for the club this season after playing for Ireland in the international break. Minutes later, Idrissa Gueye was sent off after squaring up with Michael Keane after a defensive lapse that led to a shot, with the Senegalese midfielder slapping his teammate and being given his marching orders by referee Tony Harrington. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall hit a curling effort past United goalkeeper Senna Lamens not long afterwards to make it 1-0, and the 10-man Toffees were able to keep Ruben Amorim's side at bay to secure the win. Speaking after the game about the red card incident, Dewsbury-Hall said, "We could have easily crumbled, gone in on ourselves and lost the game comfortably, but it probably made us grow even more as a team." David Moyes reacts to Idrissa Gueye red card after being quite pleased with Everton incident. The manager just said he would deal with the situation another time, and it was just about keeping to the plan that we had. The red card for an incident between 2 players on the same team is an unusual sight for many. Reader Blue Bob says, "Handbags at dawn, the ref was way too trigger happy there, like, just trying to give the Manx a head start." Kebab Hands writes, "Think Idrissa was right. Keane was slow to react. I'd have told him myself." Terrace Blue writes, "Brilliant Blue Boys. Keane pushed Gueye twice, and on the second occasion, Gueye pushed Keane back. The referee was very quick to show the red card, yet had not shown a yellow to Xerxes earlier in the game for blatant retaliation against Tarkowski. Typical big club referee. That win takes Everton above the Reds. Mykolenko looks like he is frightened to receive the ball. I thought it was asking a lot for Coleman to play after playing for Ireland. At 37, I think it is time to hang up the boots and take on a coaching role." Others were delighted with the performance overall. JR0151 says, "Absolute belter. Thomas Tuchel, take note." Mouse Brown agrees. Grealish was outstanding defensively and ran his socks off, always tracking back, and stopped 3 very important breakdowns of the United attacks. Some very tired bodies this morning. Thought Barry had another excellent game. Held the line well with a record for most aerial duels won in a Prem game. Onwards and upwards, Blues, to infinity and beyond. Forever Blue writes, "I think we have got a player in Barry. Great performance." Ron8143 says, "As far as I am concerned, they were all 10-10. Tremendous spirit. We saw a $100 million player playing his heart out. Brilliant display." Simroglass jokes, "Maybe playing with 11 men has been our problem. Everybody played with heart and used their head to keep cool. Barry won his headers and Beto fell over. At last, a team improving after one transfer window. Liverpool will not make a move for Bayern's Olise as they maintain focus on Semenyo. Liverpool are not prepared to make an offer for Bayern Munich's Michael Olise as they aim for Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo. Liverpool fell to a shock 3-0 home loss against Nottingham Forest on Saturday in what was their 6th in 7 league games under manager Arne Slot, who reportedly wants to add to his side in the January transfer window. One player linked with the side is Olise, who has already scored 9 goals and set up another 10 in 18 matches for Bayern this season. The Frenchman would be a possible successor to Mohamed Salah, who turns 34 next year. However, as reported by journalist Florian Plettenberg, Olise is not being considered and Slot will instead chase down Semenyo. Liverpool are fond of Michael Olise and view him as a future dream target. However, despite other reports, they are not planning an offer at this stage. He is currently not a concrete transfer target for LFC. Main reasons: he does not have a release clause in his contract, FC Bayern are not open to talks, and Olise himself is not inclined to leave. Liverpool are currently focused on Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo possesses a release clause valued at up to 65 million, and Liverpool are likely to make a bid to secure his services as soon as the January transfer window opens. Manchester United and rivals Manchester City are said to also be interested in what could be an intense race for the forward.